Welcome to the Peace and Love Reaction channel. Alex Rivers, a contestant on the show. How did we get this guy? I mean, how are you here?
It's because I love to Google myself, and inevitably we ended up here.
Is that how other people end up finding me? They Google
I don't know.
themselves?
Like, I will excessively Google myself because I'm always like, I wonder if somebody's like posted a hate post about me yet. And I think I found like one in a podcast where they were like, he was the worst. And I was like, well, at least I found it.
Funny though, we actually were nice to him, and me and Steven are jerks, and we don't do it as a gimmick. We were very nice to him. We didn't say anything bad about him. Which I'm glad because you know, look at where we are now. Okay, so we have a
I
country
mean,
artist.
even if you did, I would have appreciated the honesty.
We were honest, but
I just wouldn't have finished
you
watching it.
killed it. Oh, okay. Or been my friend. Okay, country artist Renee Roberts sings original "Raised Right."
Hello.
I'm big on originals. Um, and it so African American female country artist is different. But we're gonna watch it and we're gonna come back and we're gonna judge not only the act, but we're gonna be judging the judges. Okay, so sometimes we come in before the judges come out. I didn't like the refrain at first. It grew on me. I love her. Um, I love her. It was an okay performance. What do you think?
So, from her personality that we got to see before the performance, I like that she's into like she's not afraid to be like kind of nerdy and like, you know, I relate with like the weirder side and liking those like sci-fi things when it comes to the performance. And I think she's also like a little kind of like a has a little charm to her. The performance, I like the vocals and I like that um she was on key the whole song and I didn't hear
True.
any like wrong notes or anything. Like, she has a solid voice. I can tell she's confident, and it was a solid performance. I wish that there was a little bit more stage presence.
Ooh,
um
yeah, when she just went over and just kinda, like, tapped on the guitarist's, like, shoulder, that was, like, weird, it's kinda awkward.
yeah,
She
and
was
I
she
don't
was
know.
pretty.
Yeah, of course, but I just I don't know. I wish that there was something more than singing and then the walking to the left, walking to the right,
Yeah,
and then
you're
up
right.
again, shoulder thing, back to the right. If there was just a little bit more, because if it's a band and it's country, and I get it's not like a rock show, but I would have
The
liked
band
her to let loose a little
the
more.
band didn't really give much energy either.
Yeah, I mean, also here's the thing with bands. The thing with bands and guitarists and drummers, and I don't understand why, and maybe it's because I don't play the drums, I don't play the guitar, so I'll never really understand because I don't do it. But they all seem to look down, and they never look up or smile, or at least, when I'm performing, I try to still, and people critique me on this one time,
Okay.
and I kept as a note because they were like, you're performing and I can tell that you're doing all the violin stuff and the dancing, but if you don't look like you're if you look like you're in your head about like what you're doing and the notes and focusing, we're not gonna have fun.
Are you
We're just gonna.
looking at the strings, or is it you could do it without?
I usually look down because either like I'm just focusing, or because
Okay.
when you look to the eye, it can take you out of whatever you're doing. It can just take you right out. So I'm not saying that's their case, but if you don't at least fake it with the face and kind of like, smile or something, or like give eye contact, it's gonna take the audience out. So when the band members kind of just like, they're not really like, uh, they're not making that eye contact, or they're too focused on their instruments, I'm kind of just like, okay, I guess. But they had a singer who was doing most of the look at me, eye contact, all that. So she was giving it,
You're putting
but
it through though, right?
she was doing the face and giving that eye contact and giving that connection. The band wasn't. But as for her, I still would like more stage presence.
But you're putting her through, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Me
solid.
too. Me
Yeah.
too. Okay. So I like to break down original songs. Um, I actually liked the verses better than the chorus. At first, she did about 4 bars before going right into that refrain. And sometimes it's better to go with those 8 bars so that when the refrain does come, it really hits you. And then she did a little bit and then right back to that refrain. But I always say if you have an original song and you want people to like it, they should know some of your refrain by the time the song is done. And I knew when she was going to say raised right, but that's pretty much all I knew.
But
I,
also,
okay, go ahead.
sorry,
No, go ahead.
for an original song, I would have thought this was more of a cover. It's just because I feel like
True.
they use the template that I hear in country songs, which is like
You're right.
country rodeo town, and you won't tell me nothing because I ride a horse. Like, can we use something different? Like, I
And
know
Batman and Sammy
it
and Batman and
it
Bing get
have that
going
template
my
that
band and like you're
it's
right.
it's probably the rhythm where it's like
We're gonna be
I know
hated by the way.
it's probably some kind of chord progression that just kind of works, and it is safe. I would call this performance safe because it is nothing wrong with it.
But it got her through.
All the critiques I have of it are really like small, and this would work for the general person watching. They'd probably enjoy it. But I feel like for the level this is on, like the stage and the prize is $1 million, I don't see this in the
Oh,
finale.
this is not $1 million act. She won't even get. She won't get to the semifinals. The
I
only
don't.
way she gets
I don't.
through one more round is
I
something
might.
deep.
I, if we're doing the old school where it's like a like you actually have to do another round before the semifinal, I see it getting to the second round, but not the semifinal.
That's what I'm thinking. But she has. I think she has to. No band, just her, and so, she actually has to emote an emotion and tell a story
Yeah,
about a real life
yeah.
situation.
I feel like she should have showed her personality because I like the personality she had before the performance. Like I thought she was bubbly and charming, but then when she performed, I felt like she was restrained, like she was holding a little bit back.
What are the
But
chances that the judges say any of this shit that we're saying?
huh?
What are the chances when we watch the judges talk right now, they're going to say anything that we're
The
saying?
judges
I
like
think zero.
are probably always going to kind of whatever is the fact of the situation, add a little bit of fluff and padding to it, and so it will be a little bit more up here where they won't hear the things they need to because that would be too rough for TV. So it will probably be a yes from everybody because it was a solid performance.
Okay, we're going to go check it out, but that's why we do this show because the judges went a little bit soft. All right, we'll be right back. I never thought I would say it, but thank God for Howie and shut the fuck up, crowd. Like you're gonna boo every time someone says a little bit, like he wasn't feeling the song. So you boo him?
Yeah, I mean,
Shut the
I
hell
like that
up.
there's a I mean, I feel like I know that Sophia is gonna give the pageant answer, which is usually like it was great.
You're so
And then
pretty. I
I
love
feel like
you.
I feel like Simon is probably the next one that's probably going to side with probably the audience, or be like, okay, you can go, like you can
Except
pass.
comedians.
But then Heidi is a little bit more honest and true to herself, and Howie is the most true to his opinion and is not swayed by the judges and isn't swayed by the audience. And I love the realer that it gets is the best. Like when I went to audition for that show, they kept saying, "Oh, are you afraid of this judge or that judge? They're gonna hand it to you. They're gonna tell you what they think." I was like, "Oh, and that's what I want. I don't want them to lie to me." Like I really wanted to know what they thought. So I'd rather be given a brutal no and know that that's the truth instead of feeling like they just kind of felt sorry for me and was like, "Okay, have it."
I mean, I've gotten on Howie's case because I don't know if you remember the girl that she sang the mean tweets and made it into
Yeah,
a song. Well,
that
this
was genius.
but the second time she did a song about her grandma and how it was like, I wasn't really feeling this one. Like,
I didn't see that one,
I
so
like the one about the mean tweets. And I thought he was an asshole for that. But you know
I
what?
didn't see
He
that
was.
one.
Is he being honest, or are
The
they
grandma.
telling him you need to be the bad guy?
Um, I think if he was gonna be the bad guy, he would be the bad guy means in the honest sense when they're being honest, because being the good guy is the only other alternative, and being the good guy is always going to be giving you fluff and giving you the pass. So I don't think that they're going to go to an extent where they know you're good and they will still give you a no. I truly feel like if they really like it, they will be honest with it, and if they don't, they will tell you that they don't like it, and that's the bad guy ism, is being honest when they don't like it. So I think maybe we do need more bad guys.
I think we need more bad guys in this world.
I mean, in that sense.
Congratulations. Congratulations to her. You made it on. We would love to hear from you. I hope whatever we said didn't offend you. We are supporters. Um, we are lovers of the music, of the arts. But drop a comment below, shout us out, and it's gonna give you some good luck. We don't know what's up. Excuse me. We don't know what's about to happen next. But we're gonna find out. Are you ready, Alex?
More ready than ever.